Go.
Hey everybody, it's Miss Cheyenne. Mr. Max behind the camera right now. They're the magic fingers, right? All right. So, this is our other beautiful ornament that we've made, and just your really down to the nuts and bolts tutorial of how to make this. So, this is kind of what it looks like when it's done. Now, these were made with kind of twine, jute. You can use a lot of things, but the things that you're going to need for this are yarn. Now I'm going to try acrylic yarn. Cotton yarn works the best. Just going to say, but we'll see how this works. We're going to want some glitter. I like using water balloons. You can use any kind of balloon you want for whatever shape you want. I want to make round shapes, so the water balloons are also smaller, so we'll have a small size round ornament when we get done. You're going to need some glue, a little bit of water, and a bowl, and a brush to brush it on with, and you're going to want a cup. Let me get my cup. See, I wasn't prepared. This is why I go through it. You're going to want a cup for it to dry on when you get done. Now, chances are you're going to get a little messy here, so be prepared for that. I am ready. I've already blown up my balloon. Ta-da! The first thing I'm going to do, just to make my life easier, I'm going to make a slip knot on the end of this piece of yarn. Woo! And I'm going to tie it to the end of the balloon. That way, I know that my yarn is attached. So there, it's not going anywhere. And then, there's no rhyme or reason to this, you just wrap it however you want, as often as you want, so that you've got a nice round shape. And it can all be connected. Whoops. Now you've got to be careful because sometimes it slides off like that. So you've just got to keep your hands on it, wrap, wrap. There's no right or wrong way to do this, but you want kind of more yarn than space because that's what keeps your shape together. And you don't want too much yarn on top of each other because then the glue won't go through and hold the form. So that's really an important part. Now I know this looks like a hot mess. It's okay. It's just okay. Whee! Whee! And I'm using a variegated yarn, which means that it has a lot of colors in it. Look at all that hole right there. I gotta fix that. I don't want all that hole in my ornament. And then I'm gonna go like this. I think I'm gonna find another way because I've got a big old knot of yarn there. So I think I'll go this way and then this way. And maybe I'll start from this end and go crosswise. As I said, there's no rhyme or reason. You just want it to be all entwined and look like a kind of a ball of yarn when you get done. So some space is good. Look, and if you drop it, it doesn't matter. Pick it back up and keep going. So now I've already watered down my glue. Not a lot of water because you still want it to be sticky, but you want it to be spreadable and not too stuck to things. Okay, I'm pretty happy with that. It looks odd, I know, but it's going to be good when we get done. Okay, so I'm going to cut the end, and I'm just going to tuck this in under one of these. So I'll just kind of thread it through there so it's not sticking out anywhere. And it can get, there we go, kind of tucked in. All right, so next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to hold it down here so hopefully I don't get too sticky. And I'm going to take my glue with a foam brush and I'm going to dot it on here, spread it on, whatever works best. Now the more glue on there, the longer it's probably going to take to dry. This I usually let dry for about 24 hours before I pop the balloon. Hopefully your yarn will hold the shape by then. And you want to make sure you get all of it. Every little piece needs to be soaked in glue. But again, you don't want it too wet, so don't drop it in your bowl and roll it around the bowl because that will be too much. Now, the other thing I'm thinking about right now is what kind of glitter I want to put on this because it's got a lot of colors in it. And don't be afraid of putting, like, if you're using a white yarn, putting white glitter on there because it does show up and it just kind of sparkles and looks really neat. the green or gold or white would come through. I think because I have red and green and white in this yarn, I'm going to use, I was debating between gold and silver. What do you guys think?
Gold.
Gold? Miss Wendy thinks gold. What do you think, Mr. Mack?
We'll go with gold.
Alright, so we got gold here. And I'm gonna hope that it is open and ready to go. So this drank a lot of glue. I'm not gonna lie to you. This drank a lot of glue, and I could probably use more glue on it. But for time's sake, let me show you what this looks like here. I'm gonna set it down right there. I'm gonna find my gold. There's my gold. And I am just gonna sprinkle it on there. Actually, I'm gonna use instead of pouring it on, I'm gonna actually use the little sift thing. Sure I am. And then I'm gonna just kind of hold it over my bowl and just sprinkle it on. A little bit goes a long way on this project. And anything that's on the balloon, because when you get done, you're gonna pop the balloon after it dries, not before. It's just gonna disappear. So, there is my ornament. 24 hours, I'm gonna let it stay like that, and then I'm gonna come in, take a little pin, pop the balloon out, and my ornament will keep its shape. And you can set it in a tree, put a hanger on it, decorate presents with it, just set it out in bowls like this, and it's just a really pretty decoration that you made yourself for somebody. So, good job. Thank you for watching this, and I hope you have fun crafting. Bye, everybody.